By the late 18th century, Europe was obsessed with electricity, magnetism, and invisible forces. Science was discovering that the natural world contained powers people could not see. Electric charge, magnetism, the nervous system. And into this atmosphere stepped one of the strangest figures in the history of psychological influence. Franz Anton Mesmer. Mesmer was an Austrian physician who believed that living organisms were connected by an invisible force he called animal magnetism. According to Mesmer, illness could occur when this magnetic fluid became blocked or disturbed, and he claimed that the flow could be manipulated. His treatments became theatrical. Patients gathered around special arrangements involving metal rods, ropes, and containers. Mesmer sometimes moved his hands around patients or used intense eye contact and dramatic ritual. People reported unusual sensations: trembling, heat, emotional reactions, altered awareness. To 18th-century audiences, it looked as though an invisible force was acting directly on the human body and mind. Mesmer became famous and controversial. The question was obvious. Was Mesmer actually controlling a mysterious physical force? In 1784, commissions in France investigated his claims. Among the investigators were major scientific figures of the period, including Benjamin Franklin and Antoine Lavoisier. Their conclusion was devastating to Mesmer's theory. They found no convincing evidence for the magnetic fluid he described. But the experiments revealed something more interesting. People could experience powerful effects simply because they expected something to happen. Suggestion mattered. Attention mattered. Belief mattered. The mysterious force may not have been magnetic, but the human mind was clearly capable of shaping experience. That idea survived Mesmer. During the 19th century, researchers continued investigating trance-like states and focused attention. One of the most important was the Scottish physician James Braid. In the 1840s, Braid rejected the idea that hypnosis depended on Mesmer's invisible magnetic fluid. He instead studied it as a psychological and physiological phenomenon involving concentrated attention and altered responsiveness. The language changed. The explanation changed. And mesmerism gradually began transforming into what would become modern hypnosis. This is where popular culture usually loses its mind. Hypnosis is real as a psychological phenomenon, but it is not a supernatural remote control. A hypnotized person does not become a perfectly obedient machine. Modern research understands hypnosis as involving focused attention, expectation, and increased responsiveness to suggestion. Some people are highly responsive, others are not. And people do not simply lose their entire personality, morality, or judgment because someone swings an object in front of their eyes. That image belongs mostly to entertainment. But Mesmer's legacy still matters, because his story introduced a possibility that would haunt psychology for the next 2 centuries. Could suggestion alter perception, memory, and behavior more deeply than people realized? The answer would eventually attract doctors, psychologists, stage performers, governments, and intelligence agencies. Mesmer failed to prove animal magnetism. But the investigation of his claims helped expose something far more important. The mind can change what the body experiences. Expectation can alter perception, and suggestion can influence behavior. Not magic, not total control, but real psychological power. And that discovery would become the foundation for the next stage in the history of mind control.